Hey, it's Marco with Vista Sotheby's International. So everybody's talking about this NAR settlement and what it means for buyers and sellers. Well, on March 15th, the National Association of Realtors reached a court-approved agreement with plaintiffs that would end litigation of claims brought on behalf of home sellers related to brokerage commissions. The settlement also includes some changes to real estate transactions. However, consumers will still have the choices regarding real estate services. These practice changes will go into effect on August 17, 2024. Real estate agents who use and list properties for sale on the multiple listing service, or the MLS as you know it, will be required to enter into written agreements with buyers before touring a home. Those written agreements must include, first, a specific disclosure of the amount or rate of compensation the real estate agent will receive, whether flat fee, whether percentage, hourly rate, or however this amount is determined. Number two, compensation that is objective or specific and not open-ended. And lastly, a term that prohibits the agent from receiving compensation for brokerage services from any source that exceeds the amount or rate agreed to in the buyer's agreement. And lastly, a discernible statement that broker fees and commissions are fully negotiable and not set by law. NAR has long encouraged its members to use written agreements with buyers because they help consumers understand exactly what these services they have agreed to and the roles and responsibilities and, of course, the amount. There are also changes to how and where real estate professionals may communicate with each other about offers of compensation. These offers are no longer allowed on multiple listing service platforms. Sellers can still offer compensation outside the MLS platform. Sellers can offer buyer concessions on an MLS, for example, concessions for buyer closing costs. Here are some things that you should know as a home buyer or a home seller. If you're a buyer and your agent is using an MLS, you will need to sign a written agreement with your agent before touring a home, so you know exactly what services will be provided and for how much. Written agreements are required for both in-person and live virtual home tours. You don't need a written agreement if you're just speaking to an agent in an open house or asking them about their services. Agent compensation for home buyers and sellers continues to be fully negotiable. When you're finding an agent to work with, ask questions about their services, the compensation, and more about these written agreements that you're going to sign. Lastly, check out my link below. Barbara Corcoran of Shark Tank explains how this change is a good change for buyers and sellers. Thanks for watching.